On body weight, this will put her in second place behind the French lifter we just saw.
Yeah, she weighs about a kilo more.
She does have a higher lot number, though, so
Right.
when it comes down to it, she should have the last say on what she lifts, and thus the deciding factor on who wins the world championship. There we go.
It is a requirement that all lifters,
Before
male
the press
or
command.
female,
And in response, I realized what I did, so I brought the bar back down to my chest in hopes of still getting the press command.
Wow.
It was the funniest thing ever.
Wishful thinking.
Yes.
Hey, it's happened to everybody, I'm going to say at least
we had
once.
a good laugh, me and my buddies. So, yes, it does happen even at the highest levels. Schroeschick.
Did you get to meet Arnold that year?
No, this year was the first time I actually got to see him.
Yeah, he actually came and sat in for one session.
Yes.
Enjoyed the lifting.
He gets the start. Very nice attempt. This will take her into first. And Arnold Schwarzenegger was a powerlifter for quite a while before he was a bodybuilder. Marta Schroeschick, your world champion, attempting 115 kilos. The final lift of this session.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
Second to last lift of this session.
There we go.
Just testing you, Gino. Good job.
I'm keeping you honest.
You are sharp.
I'm making sure I stay awake. All right, she's from Polska. 115 kilos, a 5-kilo jump from her second successful bench. There's Arnold Volstrom in the audience, executive committee member. He's out of Norway.
Is he the director of the EPF?
He
is the director of the EPF.
Yes.
What an important man.
Yes, he is.
He should have armed guards around him. 115 on the bar.
Oh,
Smoked
beautiful.
it. World champion, Marta Schroeschick. And we move on to the final lifter.
She put an exclamation point on that,
She
didn't
did. Ghana Gonchar, 122.5 kilos.
Martin's come out of the box. Martin's come out of the box. He wants the crowd to get behind her.
What happens when you come out of the box? Is it
his penalty time is over?
Where there's not much between the openers. Maybe the other classes, if they all get their openers, it's going to be about performance rather than battles. But this is Alexandra Trojnia from Poland, opening on 60 kilos. Next up will be Jabo from Hungary on the same weight.
Beautiful
in the 84s.
opener to start our second flight of this session. So we get to see all of the sub-junior women in one session.
That's right.
Hungary on deck. Finland. Bars loaded.
Now, Alexandra Trojnia, second round, 70 kilos. Ryan's had to leave the booth for 5 minutes. I'll take you through these lifts until he returns. Yes, she gets that. So I think a new word has been added to the lexicon, rupesk.
Her butt came off the bench. Her butt came off the bench.
And that was a no lift. Yeah, she missed this as you were leaving. I think she was so disconsolate to see you leave the room. I'm sure you'll inspire her, and she'll get it this time round.
On deck, Lily from Hungary.
Needs to go back over her face.
No,
She
downward
just
movement.
loses it. Nope.
No.
No.
Hey, next up we got Jabo, the young Hungarian. Well, I wondered if she might be tempted, but I think it would have been too big a jump.
Probably the youngest lifter. Sorry, he is the youngest lifter in his flight. 19 years young. 205 on the opener.
And in with a chance of a medal. Based on openers. He'll be followed by Ito of Japan and then Schuster, the American.
Perhaps we will see
well, we'll have all
some
but
230 attempts before
Schuster.
Yeah,
we'll have all but one of the 93s before we go into the 105s and then come back for Schuster a little later. Reminder, 2 flights in this session. The under and over 120s to follow.
Very nice attempt
that
there.
Looks good.
Good openers. This is what we like to see, folks. You want to have an easy opener. You want to build that confidence as you move forward into your second and third attempts, and you begin jockeying for position. Rocket him into the silver medal position.
Certainly will.
We will see Ito and Sherwicki each going for 220 as well, or as you see Ito just put in 222.5. It's a fight for silver.
Well, let's see how strong Koider looks at 220. Part of the interest here is trying to work out how much these guys have left over.
He let his air out at the bottom. He's
yeah,
a strong kid.
He still smoked that.
For those of you at home who are unsure what I'm talking about, it is imperative that the lifters keep their air in their chest the entire portion of the lift. It keeps you pressing up against the shirt so that you can drive to lockout. If you lose your air, you just get collapsed in the bottom. So to see this guy lose his air and still press it out gives you an idea of how strong this kid is. He's going for gold, folks. There's beat Schuster and put the pressure on Easton from the United States.
This is brave. Oh, this is so brave.
25 kilos.
Got to give the guy credit for this. He has come for the world title. We've already given it to Schuster, but if he gets this, of course Schuster will drop to 247. But wow.
This is exciting, folks. IPF Bench Worlds, the best in the world. This is what it's about right here, taking chances.
We've not seen one big jump succeed this week.
Getting crushed there at the bottom a bit. Gives it a ride.
Oh,
that was
close. That was close.
A great attempt
wow.
from the Polish lifter.
He deserves all the credit in the world for taking that gamble. It didn't work, but
that was exhilarating.
What a good try from Koider.
That was very close. All right, folks. Easton is your world champion in the 93 kilo class.
And now he goes Karel Budzival. Does that sound reasonable?
Budzival, yes.
Budzival.
Check out the openers in the 74 kilo class. 182.5 and 175. Incredible.
That's Malaiko opening 175 and Shaukatov, the Kazakhstani, opening 400 pounds. Skonieczny of Poland was another one that was done in Malaga last week. Skonieczny. That's the one. And that was a good lift for the Polish lifter. And we're back with Budzival from Poland. Put 10 kilos in the bar, taking it up to 125 kilos.
125 for the Polish lifter.
Safe in bronze, won't threaten anything else. That looks good.
Solid attempt.
Lift is good, 3 white lights.
How amazing is this stage? Every time I look over here, I'm kind of just blown away by the immense quality of what we have here before us.
Absolutely.
It is absolutely world class, and I think
with that lift
this
from
sets the
nowhere
tone for
suddenly
future
leads with 160 from Bogdanov in the 74. Shautakov from Malaiko but they're neck and neck, both on 185. Only grams and body weight separating the two lifters.
Karol Budzewal, Polska.
Into round 3. Budzewal lifted very well, just not in the same ballpark as these two guys. Hugely respectable nonetheless for his age and body weight.
Yeah,
And
130
that looks
kilos.
good. Yeah.
Good lift, 3 for 3 on the day, and a bronze medal.